Hello, this is YLinvest. Can you see something in the middle of the screen that looks like a sesame seed? What do you suppose it is? Let's cruise over and have a look. There's a clump of mangroves growing here. The seed of these mangroves probably came from that forest that you see in the distance. Seeds washed up by the sea came to rest on the ground here at low tide and took root. That may have been a coincidence. However, it turns out to have been a very significant one, because thanks to this coincidence, a great forest of mangroves will appear here before long. Batam Island, the closest point to Singapore in the Republic of Indonesia. YLinvest conducted a test planting of mangroves here. First of all, we decided to plant seed around that small sesame seed-shaped clump. The seeds were this size. They grew to about twice that height in 3 months. I came here a little earlier with Dr. Baba of Ryukyu University. The professor estimated the age of these mangroves at 4 or 5 years. That means that 4 or 5 years from now, the seeds we planted will have grown this much. It's something to look forward to. The results of the test planting gave us confidence. In the course of many years, a big island of mangroves will come into being here. Can you tell that the sea looks pale yellow on either side of that mangrove cluster that looks like a sesame seed? That's where the tidal flat is. It's in that area that the mangrove forest will first appear. We're now moving ahead with full-scale planting in Sumatra. In preparation for that, it was necessary to carry out tests in various places. We head out across the vast wetland east of Palembang toward a village at the river mouth. Those who go there can see an odd structure that's perhaps the only one of its kind in the world. It's an underwater storehouse for mangrove seeds. These are mangrove seeds. All the seeds that are stored here were collected by the people of this village. There are now 11 million mangrove seeds here. According to our plan, that's enough to plant 10,000 hectares. Assuming we made a forest of mangroves 100 meters wide, it would extend for about 1,000 kilometers. Well, let's visit an actual planting site. Now the beach has become visible in the sea. This is the borderline with the tidal flat. It's quite a broad flat, stretching out more than 1 kilometer from shore. Our cameraman rides on a sled, but the rest of us, well, you can see for yourself. A month before this footage was taken, we had experimentally planted 100 seeds. By then, they had sprouted. Bright green leaves were opening up. The test here was a success. The results are largely satisfactory. It's a relief to find that the seeds haven't been washed away. Since they were planted at regular intervals, you can tell at a glance where the seedlings have sprouted and where they've failed. The number that survived without being washed away is greater than we forecast. I'm very pleased. During our work here, we stay in a private home. There's neither a shower nor a bed. We bathe in the river and eat the same food as the local people. The monthly income per household in this village is less than $100 US. 40% of that goes to buy fuel for the family fishing boat and generator. Not all of the children can go to school because of the expense. Some take care of younger children while attending classes, and one textbook may be shared by 2 pupils. The mangrove planting business can open up a new source of cash income for these people. When the planting is over, there will still be forest maintenance work to do. The affluence that comes from the mangrove forest must enrich the local community too. That's our thinking at YLinvest. This footage shows the plantation on Batam Island 6 months later. The mangroves that we planted are doing well, bathed in the tropical sunshine. A future forest is growing right before our eyes.